Good evening, I'm Jacqueline Matter. Thanks for joining us. Scott Dennis has the evening off. First tonight, a former Manatee County Sheriff's detective now under fire for domestic battery. 16-year veteran of the Sheriff's Office, Jeffrey Bliss, was arrested last night for domestic battery against his wife. Bliss is 45 years old and was employed as a detective. In light of that charge, however, Bliss resigned this morning. And Thanksgiving dinner went terribly wrong in a Florida apartment building. One family in this Miami apartment started deep frying a turkey on Wednesday and woke up feeling ill. Fire rescue workers evacuated the building after they detected high levels of carbon monoxide. 4 people were placed on stretchers and loaded into an ambulance after suffering from carbon monoxide poisoning. Meanwhile, 2 others, including a child, were treated on the scene. A fire rescue official says the cause was a deep fryer hooked up to a gas tank.
Anything that's portable needs to be outside. You're cooking, whether it's with an LP tank, and especially in an apartment, people think outside is actually even a balcony is considered that. But from this call alone, you can see that if it doesn't affect your apartment, the apartment above is affected.
It's also important to make sure you have a working carbon monoxide alarm. The building has since been given the all clear, and everyone is expected to make a full recovery. Well, lines were out the door at the Salvation Army this Thanksgiving morning as those in need waited for a hot meal. The Salvation Army in Bradenton preparing a feast for 500 people, and about 300 actually showed up. The staff prepared 300 pounds of stuffing, 225 pounds of green beans, 700 dinner rolls, and 150 different kinds of pies. And of course, you can't forget the turkey. More than 500 turkeys were generously donated for today's feast.
I've been here 4 years. It's probably the most turkeys we have received this year. I think because of the hurricane and we lost power and it was, devastating. So I think, community stepped up and felt it's time to step up, and they did. They stepped up. I got to hand it to them.
As far as leftovers go, the Salvation Army does not expect to have any. Residents will be able to enjoy a second hot meal later this evening. And Manatee County churches and businesses coming together today to provide a Thanksgiving dinner for their community. Volunteers served a free home-cooked Thanksgiving meal at Palmview Elementary School. There was also live music, bounce houses, and games for kids. Local pastor Andy Avalos had organized the event every year for the last 20 years. And Pastor Jason Lane of Skyway Community Chapel volunteered for the first time this year as well.
This is an opportunity for us to be able to love on one another, to say thank you for all the blessings that we've received, to kind of send a message that says, in a world where there's a lot of diversity, that diversity can come together in unity and really serve the needs of our community.
Just a lot of joy going around here. A lot of community, like people meeting people they haven't seen in a long time. It's really awesome.
4 churches volunteered today, including the Bridge Church at Palmasola, First Baptist in Palmetto, and Skyway Community Chapel in Palmetto as well. And eating isn't the only event happening on this holiday, as people on the Suncoast are enjoying many other things, and there's a lot of shopping going on today. Thanksgiving has become a very popular day for people to hit the stores. A lot of them are now open ahead of Black Friday tomorrow. ABC 7's Rick Adams joins us live from the Toys R Us on Cortez Road in Bradenton with more details. Rick?
Yeah, Jacqueline, happy Thanksgiving. Let the shopping fun begin now. I'm now joined by Joe Shamblin. He is store manager of the Toys R Us here in Bradenton. Joe, thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule.
Oh, my pleasure.
And how busy has it been already? I know you just opened at 5 o'clock today.
Yeah. So we've only been open for about an hour, but yeah, it's been very, very busy. We had a line outside. It's much smaller now, but no, it's been great. Year over year, we're doing really well.
I guess there is some rhyme and reason. I tell you what, I am so impressed with you and your colleagues and how you kept things organized.
Yeah, thank you. Hopefully after years of doing this, the experience shows as a company we have a good program. You work the plan works, and it's been a smooth shopping experience.
And how exciting is it for you and your team here?
Oh, it's our favorite time of year. I was saying, it's the kickoff to our Super Bowl. We're all about Christmas, and yeah, we're super excited.
What are some of the hot items or hot toys that you have on sale here?
Okay, so obviously the fingerlings and the LOL dolls have just been huge this year. Very hard to get those right now, but we have a ton of those, and we do have them in stock. They're on sale, and we also have a play lab area we set up in the back, so it's an area with all of our hot toys for kids to try out and test for free.
Okay, moving ahead, what are your hours? I understand you're open all night tonight.
Yeah, so we're not going to close tonight. We're not going to close until Friday at 11 o'clock, but then we'll open up bright and early Saturday at 7 a.m., and we'll be open at 8 or earlier, and we'll close at 10 or later for the rest of Christmas. So there's always a time you can shop.
All right, Joe, thank you so much. Keep up the great work here and keep things organized.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
All right, that's Joe Shamblin. He is the store manager here at the Toys R Us on Cortez Road in Bradenton. And everybody out there, once you're done with all your turkey and all your Thanksgiving festivities, come on out and do a little bit of shopping. Work off a couple of those pounds. Reporting live from Bradenton this evening, I'm Rick Adams. Jacqueline, back to you.
All right, thank you so much, Rick. Well, retailers nationwide are looking at freebies to lure you and other shoppers into their stores on Thanksgiving night and Black Friday. Here's just a sample of what some stores are offering. JCPenney is giving out coupons of up to $500 on select purchases when their doors open this evening. And Barnes & Noble will be offering customers who arrive early for Black Friday shopping a free tall coffee. And Petco will give your cat or dog a free pair of antlers with a Friday and Saturday purchase, so that way they can look like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. And retailers may also be hoping for big sales this Thanksgiving and Black Friday, but Cyber Monday may be even bigger. Adobe Analytics is forecasting this coming Monday as the largest online shopping day in U.S. history. Americans are expected to spend $6.6 billion online the Monday after Thanksgiving, compared to $5 billion online for Black Friday. Not bad for an event that started just over a decade ago. Cyber Monday began in 2005 as a way to promote the relatively new concept of online retail. Certainly something that brick and mortar stores want to keep an eye out. Well, let's check in with Steve Newman for a look at your first alert forecast.
Online shopping is not a novel concept anymore. And if you're going to go out to do some shopping tonight, carry an umbrella, but I think most of the rain is over for at least the first part of the evening hours. I think overnight we could have showers here and there, but it looks like the skies have parted, or at least the rain has parted over the state. Heavy to the north, which we'll look at in a minute, heavy to the south, and over the Suncoast, we escaped the heaviest rainfall, although it was cloudy and damp most of the day. Our future radar, this is the rapid refresh, high precision rapid refresh model that does a prediction of future radar, and it shows maybe we'll see some showers overnight, hit and miss, about a 30% chance, with the temperatures slowly cooling off and skies will remain cloudy, but by tomorrow afternoon we'll start to see the sun come back out. It sets the stage for a great weekend, which we'll be telling you about in a few minutes. Here are the temperature forecasts, hour by hour, slowly cooling off to around 64 or 63, and the model, at least this particular one, predicting anywhere from 20 to 30% chance of rain through most of the overnight hours. Our complete holiday forecast, weekend forecast, coming up in a few minutes. Jacqueline.
All right, thank you so much, Steve. Still to come on your Suncoast News, millions gathered for the 91st annual Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade this morning. We'll have a look at all the highlights of the holiday tradition. And is the Thanksgiving side dish called stuffing or dressing? We'll have the answer when we come back.
There was this big bruise on my friend's face. I didn't want to see it. I didn't want to think her own nephew could have hit her.
I didn't want to see it. My mother's bank account was emptied, and a caregiver had taken control of it.
I didn't want to see it. My father's refrigerator, there was hardly anything in it. That's unusual for him.
It's tough to see that a senior citizen is being abused, physically, emotionally, sexually, or financially. Elder abuse is a crime.
So see the signs. Stop the crimes.
For the last decade, SNS Motorsports of Sarasota has built custom high-performance vehicles for demanding clients worldwide. They're now bringing their 50-plus years of combined build expertise to the parts business. SRQ Performance Parts is your one-stop shop for all your performance parts and accessories.
Get the best Black Friday deals right now during the Black Friday sales event at Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota. Don't just settle for what's available at a smaller lot. Come shop the Suncoast's largest selection of Ram trucks. Get maximum cargo space and more comfort with a new Ram Quad Cab at rock bottom pricing. Or spread out in your spacious new Ram Crew Cab and save up to $11,000. Better prices, bigger selection. Go to Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota.
There's nothing like this trail in Alabama. It just goes from the northern part of the state to the southern part of the state. We see all kind of different terrains, great value, great fun. We've been coming for 18 years. We started off with a group of 8, grew to 12, and grew to 16. And we love it because where else can you get world-class golf courses with world-class accommodations? To be able to play these type of courses in this environment, and the difficulty keeps us coming back over and over and over again.
Today, everyone is looking for more fashionable choices in flooring than ever before. And G. Fried has responded with a huge selection of carpets, tile, wood, laminate, and vinyl. Installed by a highly skilled team, G. Fried has got everything you're looking for and more. The next time you think about quality flooring, think G. Fried Flooring America. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
ABC 7, your official Florida lottery station for the Suncoast.
A grand tradition continued in New York City today, the 91st annual Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. Millions turn out to see it and millions more watch on television. Aaron Logan was there on the parade route.
Cheerleaders from across the country, Charlie Brown, the Girl Scouts of America, the floats and balloons in the 91st annual Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade just keep moving along. So do the characters, and there are many.
It's her birthday! Oh my God!
It's my made-up birthday! How old am I?
21.
Oh, to be 21 again. Parents in the crowd with their little ones thinking way back when.
My mom used to take me here a lot. My mom, God bless her soul, she's no longer here, so I'm here with my kids. Yes, my husband.
Little Leela, you see, couldn't be happier, even in the cold.
I saw someone inside and I watched them inside.
Her mom says when this shimmer and shine float went by, she knew her daughter's day was made. Those marching in the parade are just as excited, but you can see for some, it's hard, heavy work.
I've never worn something quite like this before. It's not that hard to get on though, it's like a big backpack.
He's estimating 50 pounds that he's carrying around. But it's obvious to anyone watching the parade that the NYPD is really working hard as they always do. From canines to helicopters, they're not taking any chances. It was weeks ago when 8 people were killed along the West Side bike path in a terror attack.
This is something that I think about all the time. I don't think I take anything more serious than that. And we've made some changes.
And as you can see, the New York City authorities taking a variety of security measures. In addition to helicopter patrols and canine units, there were hundreds of officers armed with automatic assault rifles, radiation sensors, and sniper teams positioned along the route. They also placed sanitation trucks at intersections to keep unauthorized vehicles off the route completely. Well, if you think dressing is for salad and not turkey, you're probably not from the South. Whether you call the Thanksgiving side item stuffing or dressing depends heavily on where you live. At least most of the time, that is. Some people call it stuffing if it's been cooked inside a turkey, and dressing if it's baked in a dish. Makes sense, right? Well, in New England, they tend to refer to it as stuffing regardless of how it's prepared. But it's the opposite in the Deep South, where it's usually called dressing. According to History.com, everyone used to refer to the side as stuffing, but the term dressing came about during the Victorian era because it sounded more polite. And finally, some people in Pennsylvania are completely out of the debate. They call it filling. Well, coming up next, Steve Newman will have your first alert weather forecast.
For your plumbing, electrical, or air conditioning, and services is qualified, and service calls are free. AndServices.com. AndServices.com.
Hi, I'm Chef Bob. Watch Aprons in the Kitchen every Wednesday morning on ABC 7, where we'll be serving up the most awesome dishes. Then stop by your neighborhood Publix, pick up the recipe card and all the ingredients.
Attention type 2 diabetics. The FDA warns of an increased risk of amputation associated with certain diabetes medications. If you took the diabetes medications Invokana or Invokamet and then suffered an amputation or one of these other serious injuries, call the Rely On Group right now. If you've suffered amputation or any of these other injuries after taking your diabetes medication, call the Rely On Group today. You may be entitled to substantial financial compensation. Call 800-604-1698. That's 800-604-1698.
They're coming from Tampa, Fort Myers, even Orlando. They're coming from everywhere for the Sarasota Ford Promise. We promise we're more than a dealership. We're a destination with a movie theater, massage room, aquarium, cafe, and more. We promise to give you top dollar for your trade, even if you don't buy from us. And if you do, we promise you the best deal. Bring us any competitor's ad and we'll beat it by at least $1,000. That's why they're coming from everywhere to Sarasota Ford, where 41 meets 301. SarasotaFord.com.
America, drug addiction is plaguing our great country. Every minute of every day, one of our citizens is rushed to the emergency room with a drug overdose. Many will never leave, never see the dawn of a new tomorrow in our great nation. Call Make America Sober Again now, before this disease destroys your family, your friends, your country. If you or someone you know is struggling with a drug or alcohol addiction, make the next minute in your life count. Make America Sober Again is committed to connecting you with someone compassionate and caring to help you right now. Call now and be connected to a treatment center in our network. Call Make America Sober Again now.
Call 800-793-6592. That's 800-793-6592.
My name is Julius. I have cerebral palsy. I work for Farmer Jeffrey Weising Law Firm. I do a lot of data entry and scanning documents. I want to increase my working experience to make the company much better. At the end of the day, it's good to think of the day's work and to think about what I have accomplished.
Hi, this is Dan Marino. When your business recruits people with disabilities, everybody wins. To find out how, go to abilitieswork.employflorida.com.
The ABC7 First Alert Hurricane Guide. Download yours today.
For your plumbing, electrical, or air conditioning, and services is qualified, and service calls are free. And services.com, A-N-D, services.com.
Welcome back. Here's a fun fact for you at home. Steve has told me that he has worn this tie multiple times for Thanksgiving.
I've worked, except for a short break, every Thanksgiving since 1973 or 74, and I've worn this tie since probably 1980. And we're color coordinated. I understand there's a story behind why you chose this dress.
Yeah,
right?
I posted it on my Facebook and let viewers choose which outfit I was going to wear for Thanksgiving, and it's just a coincidence that we happen to match as well.
Very
worked out nicely.
festive. It's not quite gala, but it looks like a Thanksgiving rich.
Yeah, we're having our own little Thanksgiving soiree here.
Well, it was damp over the Suncoast today, as we can see from our Van Wezel cam. A lot of clouds, but look, every once in a while, there's a little peak of sun shining down on the water from time to time. It wasn't entirely a washout. Right in the heart of the Suncoast, Sarasota, Bradenton, most of Venice didn't get a lot of rain, but to the south and north of us, they did. We'll look at that in a minute. 72, the current temperature at the airport, 69. We only got about 1/10 of an inch of rain on average around Sarasota and Bradenton. Not a big amount of rain for us. The high today, 75. Last night's low, 67. The record low was back in 1981 when it got down to 36, but it's been up to 90 on this date this Thanksgiving. Now, the rain is beginning to taper off. There's been a lot of it. It started last night just dousing the northern part of Florida and to the southern part of our viewing area down toward Fort Myers and Naples. They got a heavy dousing. But look at the radar now. It's all beginning to thin out. That little line that was coming at us all afternoon has pretty much washed out, and it should stay dry pretty much during the overnight hours. But we still have a subtropical jet blowing a lot of clouds over us from the south, and they will be with us through tomorrow midday and then tomorrow afternoon, and then things will start to dry out for a great weekend. Well, look at this. This is where wave after wave of rain happened up in the northern part of Florida around the Bushnell, almost 5 inches of rain. Gainesville, 2 to 3. Offshore, 3 to 4 inches of rain. But it stops right at Tampa Bay, right at Orlando. Of our viewing area, let's take a look at Sarasota and Manatee County, pretty much under a ½ inch everywhere. But it did rain quite heavily over Charlotte Harbor, Captiva, Pine Island, 2.5 inches, but it didn't make it to Punta Gorda. They still got under an inch down there as well. Across the nation, this is the weather problem we've had across the country. Rain over Florida, where you wouldn't expect it this time of year. It's the driest month of the year. And a big storm in the Pacific Northwest. But high pressure between those two places. And temperatures pretty much seasonal normal. 41 at New York City, 42 at Chicago. Even at Bismarck, almost the Canadian border, 64. And in the desert Southwest, almost 90 in Phoenix. It's been over 80 in Los Angeles today. Storm Prediction Center predicted earlier today that we'd have a marginal threat, but I think that threat is pretty much over, and tomorrow there'll just be garden variety thunder showers to the east and south of us. Here's the weather headlines, what you need to know for the weekend ahead. We'll have periods of rain possible overnight, nothing very heavy. It's going to be dull for your Black Friday. Take a raincoat or an umbrella with you. You're probably not going to need it, and it'll be pleasant over the weekend as the skies come out. Here is the Futurecast showing that low eventually leaving us and the front passing by, high pressure building in, drying us out with a north wind, skies clear early Saturday, and it stays that way for Sunday. You're going to like this weekend coming up. Got to get through another day with a lot of clouds and a few more showers. 50% chance of them tonight, low 63, tomorrow's high 73. And here is your 7-day outlook, showing the skies clearing Saturday with a high of 75, almost 80 by next week. But for 3 days, we're going to be below normal, which hardly ever happens anymore. That's our weather, Jacqueline.
Coming up, there are a lot of parades and other festivities going on this weekend. We'll tell you where to find them.
When it matters most, for more than a decade, he's been right there, everywhere. And when American jobs are on the line, he leads the charge. ABC's World News Tonight with David Muir is America's most watched newscast, and we thank you.
When evaluating the Alfa Romeo Stelvio, Car and Driver magazine said every crossover should be this good to drive. We agree. Rediscover your passion for driving at Alfa Romeo of Sarasota.
What to do when your heating or air conditioning needs service or, heaven forbid, replacement? Call Air Now today. We've been serving Sarasota and Manatee County since 1946. We offer $49.95 tune-ups, lease or finance options, and remember, service today or it's free.
Everybody can make something, because I think everyone has a spark of creativity, and the reason that I have to keep making is because I don't think my life would be as fulfilling without it. If you make things yourself, that means you're not cowering in fear. You're out there taking chances. That, I think, is my way of saying I love you to the world. All right, now I want to hear why you make.
Share your own Why I Make story today. Visit whyimake.org.
Christmas Traditions by Lux Art Silks, where more is merrier. Make your holidays sparkle with style. Browse our amazing showroom, cute collectible cottages, and beautiful Christmas displays. Find the inspiration, selection, and quality you need to deck the halls merry and bright. Christmas Traditions also features the area's largest selection of quality pre-lit Christmas trees, every size, shape, and color, and plenty of decorations to make your home shine for the holidays. Christmas Traditions by Lux Art Silks, where more is merrier. Visit us on New 301, just a quarter-mile north of University Parkway.
Is your old garage door stuck or broken? Would a new one give you a lift? Let Precision Door Overhead Garage Door Service of Sarasota come to the rescue with prompt and affordable repair service. Replacement doors come with an array of styles and colors, and they are rated to meet and exceed Florida standards. From estimates to installation, your satisfaction is our priority. If you're not 100% satisfied with any product, service, or installation, we will make it right, because Precision Door Service is a name you can trust.
Attention travelers, next Tuesday a major hurricane will cause complete chaos throughout the city. Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
Disasters don't plan ahead. You can. Talk to your loved ones about how you're going to be ready in an emergency.
Auto Trader recently said Stelvio can spring from a standstill to 60 miles per hour in 5.4 seconds. A segment best. You deserve the best. Rediscover your passion for driving at Alfa Romeo of Sarasota.
The holidays are officially here, and you can now expect to see the lights and decorations that make the season feel so magical. And this weekend, there are many events to help get you into that holiday spirit. Linda Carson has more in your Suncoast Scene.
Holiday decorations are going up all over, and they're really going to be spectacular this year at historic Spanish Point.
Starting on Friday, we're going to open up our Holidays in Mangrove Lights, which is where we have lit up our whole facility, and we welcome the community to come out and enjoy the holidays. So we'll have music, we'll have refreshments, and we'll have the whole site lit up with holiday decorations.
And Saturday night is the annual Light Up Siesta Key Village Parade.
It will kick off about 5:30 down by the entrance of the Siesta Key Beach, and it will make its way north into the village and on past the Salty Dog.
It's bigger than ever this year.
We have over 20 entries this year, so there'll be a variety of floats and bands and music and folks that are walking, and just a good variety for everyone to enjoy.
Santa will arrive at 6:15. Santa is going to end up in that parking lot right over there. Children are invited to go over, tell him what they want for Christmas, and get a free picture with Santa Claus. Only one day a year, Urban Nursery, a huge commercial poinsettia grower in Manatee County, opens its doors to the public. And on Saturday, you can take your pick of thousands and thousands of poinsettias.
We allow people to come in and purchase poinsettias, and they also can just take pictures and walk around, and we'll have other vendors with gift items and food and that sort of thing. It's turned into quite an event in Bradenton for people to come out and see 200,000 poinsettias.
If you want to get the whole family in the holiday spirit, come out to the Venice Holiday Parade on Saturday night. The festivities start at 5, the parade steps off at 7. There are 93 units in the parade this year. Parade co-chair Bob Hebert has been lining them up for 17 years, and he has his favorites.
The ones that the kids are doing something, performing in, like the dance groups, or we have Sailor Circus comes through, and they always do a good show. We have the high school bands. This year we have the high school cheerleaders are going to be in it.
Some 40,000 spectators are expected.
The energy and the enthusiasm and the spirit that projects in that evening is just a wonderful kickoff to the holiday season here in Venice.
Linda Carson, ABC 7, your Suncoast News.
And Steve, of course, ABC 7 will have plenty of people out there as well at the Venice Day Parade. How's it going to look for weather?
It's going to be beautiful this weekend.
Right.
I think you're going to like the upcoming weather.
All right, thank you so much, Steve, and thank you for joining us. World News Tonight with David Muir is next. We'll see you again right here at 11. Have a happy Thanksgiving.
Outdoor living is one of the greatest perks about living in Florida. So whether this is your style, or this, or maybe this, contact Superior Pools. They've been building pools from Sarasota to Naples since 2001, and they would love to build yours.
I kept my promise. Don't keep your distance.
Today, everyone is looking for more fashionable choices in flooring than ever before. And G. Fried has responded with a huge selection of carpets, tile, wood, laminate, and vinyl. Installed by a highly skilled team, G. Fried has got everything you're looking for and more. The next time you think about quality flooring, think G. Fried Flooring America. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
It's the holiday sales event here at Alex Karras Lincoln. Drive a brand new 2017 Lincoln MKC Sport Utility for $269 per month or a 2017 MKZ for $279 per month. We have a great selection of certified pre-owned Lincolns. These vehicles have warranties up to 100,000 miles and come with complimentary roadside assistance. Alex Karras Lincoln, affordable luxury, winner of the prestigious 2015 President's Award, serving Florida's Suncoast since 1978. We are located 2 miles north of the Sarasota-Bradenton Airport on US 41.
Are you a food lover, restaurant goer, or home cook? Then check out My Suncoast Dining on mysuncoast.com, your guide to the foodie lifestyle. ABC 7's own Chef Judy serves up her favorite recipes, cooking tips and trends, dining blogs, and helpful step-by-step videos. And you'll love the restaurant guide with direct links to your favorite Suncoast eateries. Whether you're cooking in or dining out, whet your appetite with tasty tips from Chef Judy at mysuncoast.com/dining.
They're coming from Tampa, Fort Myers, even Orlando. They're coming from everywhere for the Sarasota Ford Promise. Our promise means a new car you'll love. If not, return it for one you do. At Sarasota Ford, we promise live market pricing. We monitor national pricing on our entire inventory, so you get the best deal. In fact, we guarantee it. Bring us any competitor's ad and we'll beat it by at least $1,000. That's why they're coming from everywhere to Sarasota Ford, where 41 meets 301. SarasotaFord.com.
Outdoor living is one of the greatest perks about living in Florida. So whether this is your style, or this, or maybe this, contact Superior Pools. They've been building pools from Sarasota to Naples since 2001, and they would love to build yours.